You might recognize them for their frequent performances, stellar vocal technique, and flashy choreography, but internally, Dobbs 16 is more than just Masters' renowned a cappella group. It's a tight-knit community of talented musicians. This year, though, COVID-19 restrictions have not only compromised the group's rehearsals and performance schedule, but the ability for its members to connect with one another.
Being in a much larger space now in the house of the CBT, it's hard to hear, it's hard to see, because a lot of what they do in terms of synchrony has to do with matching what their mouths are doing, and you can't see them.
I remember from last year, most of the way that I learned how to just do the music in general was by being in a group setting and by going off of everybody else in my voice part. But this year, half the groups across the entire auditorium.
We've kind of lost the sense of interconnectedness between us, which has been, pretty difficult to work around.
Blending voices and vowel sounds and creating an ensemble group timbre and texture is just not something you can work on in this situation.
I've started using weird hand signals that probably don't work at all, but I think they do. Maybe it's the hope that they work.
Several members of Dobbs 16, including 3-year member Cameron Belgrave, are remote, which has posed an additional list of challenges for both the students and the director.
Sitting and watching everybody, and you're kind of you're doing everything that they're doing, but muted, so it kind of feels like it's less like important to do it.
My heart hurts in every class that they're not able to be here. And for all correct and good and understandable reasons. And it always feels like no matter what I'm doing, there is a divide, and there's no way to bridge that. It's proximal.
Despite the circumstances, returners have worked hard to make the 13 new members of the group this year feel welcomed.
My only goal, involving the underclassmen and the new people, which some of which are seniors, is just to make them understand that they're a valuable part of the team, that they're important, and that all of us are really happy that they're there.
Carnevale said that by this time in a typical school year, Dobbs 16 would have already had roughly half a dozen performances. While that has certainly not been the case this time around, she's proud of the way the students have still engaged.
If they have a moment of, oh, this is so frustrating, we can't sing together, be together, whatever, there's also this determination to rally and keep at it and keep getting better and keep fixing whatever it is to make it better. And that's hard because there's little to no payoff happening right now, not in the way that you expect when you sign up for an ensemble of this type.
Recently, Dobbs 16 teamed up with other members of the Masters community to take part in a flash mob rendition of the song Good Life, which will be featured in Head of School Laura Danforth's virtual holiday card. Before Thanksgiving break, Danforth brought the idea to Carnevale, who believes the project has finally provided the group an opportunity to work towards a common goal. The students agreed.
Being able to both dance and sing with Dobbs 16 again for the first time in a really long time has been nice.
The students recorded the song on an online platform called Soundtrap, which has provided a unique opportunity for collaboration, even from home.
This is the first time that I've learned how to use some kind of software that you can record on and actually not sound bad and actually understand how to use it. And it's really cool because you're all from your bedroom and you're all just singing into your computer, and suddenly when you open it again, oh wow, it's an entire group singing a cappella.
And while the group's upcoming competition season will be virtual as well, members are still trying to have a positive outlook.
Realizing that I'm not going to be able to just climb onto the bus and go to a performance with everybody or do any of that stuff in this space, and kind of just letting go of that nostalgia and realizing that this is a completely new thing, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing that it's new.
Logan Skijano, TBN, The Masters School.